Is that it?
4652. Paul, are you there?
Yeah, that's me, John. How are you?
I'm very well, Paul. Can you pick up the telephone?
Yeah. Can't you hear me?
I can, but it's not very good quality.
Yeah, that's because I'm on my Bluetooth.
On your Bluetooth?
Yeah, it's not a green one, it's a blue one.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Yeah, and can you hear me now? You must have heard me just then.
Yeah, well, I can hear you, but it's very bad quality. The noise of
Well, I'm just about to park my car, and then I will get onto my Mobi, and then we'll be clear. Just
Okay.
give me a couple of seconds.
All right, well, do it as quickly as you can.
Until then, let me just say a bit of trivia. I used to listen to you when I was about, I don't know, 10-year-old,
I don't know. Don't ask me.
and I thought you were a pretty good announcer. But you know what?
What?
What I heard you say the other day, it did not impress me one dot.
What did I say that didn't... Oh, I'm so sorry. I said something that didn't impress you. What did I say?
Well, what you said the other day, I think it was Friday, you said you were talking about the gay community being great people.
Ah, no, I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Well, when you said that gay people were good to have a drink with.
Yeah, well, they are. I'll have a drink with anybody. Even a bigot like you, mate. I'll have a drink with you.
Well, I don't drink, John.
Oh.
I drink true wine from the true vine.
Oh, do you really? Well, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah, but the thing is, I want to know how you will, what you really think God would say about homosexuality. What do you think he would say?
I think he has said, or somebody said in the Bible, that I think the word is abomination.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. So how could they be great to have a drink with? What fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness?
I beg your pardon? What? Say that again.
You said that gays are good to have a drink with.
Yeah, well, anybody's good. I'd even have a drink with you. I think, yeah, look, I don't have anything against people who, as I've said a million times, it doesn't matter who you love or how you love, but that you love. If two blokes love each other, then that's fine. That doesn't bother me a single bit. I don't want to know what goes on in the bedroom, but if they have affection for each other, and if they look after each other, and if they support each other, and if they're good companions for each other, they're not doing any harm.
Yeah, well, you're saying, you sound like you have a double mind.
I what?
It sounds like you're double-minded.
I'm not double-minded.
Well, one minute you're saying it's okay, and next minute you're saying God said it's an abomination. So
Yeah, but okay, but maybe I didn't believe God.
All right. So you don't follow the Lord Jesus.
I'd like to be as good as he was.
But you can.
Tell me how.
You get yourself born again.
Oh, no, not going down that road. I think we should all aspire to be as good as Jesus Christ allegedly was. You know, I don't know. I think he could have been a handful when he was an adolescent.
Yeah, but how could you be like Jesus if you don't have his spirit?
If I don't have his what?
Spirit. You must be born of the same spirit, the Spirit of God.
I said, well, I don't know. Well, maybe I can't be like Jesus, but I can try.
You can. If you're born again, you can.
No, I don't. No.
Just walk in the light as I am the light. As I am in the light.
Okay, now, just bear in mind that I didn't say that homosexuality was an abomination. I said the Bible said that.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it does.
Yeah, and you've got to remember that Jesus, dear man that I'm sure he was 2,000 years ago. The world has changed. There's a thing called evolution.
I tell you what, how many times I've heard that I wouldn't mind 10 cents or a couple of shillings.
What? for what? You're becoming hysterical.
Of course. I think it is hysterical.
What is hysterical?
What you just said.
What did I just say?
You said that Jesus, what number one was a man. Now, he was God manifested in the flesh. And then number two, Jesus being a good chappy or something.
So you really don't know what I said. You're only listening to yourself and your silly laugh.
Well, repeat yourself.
Beg your pardon?
Repeat what you said.
Listen, I'm not dancing to your tune. I'm doing a radio program.
Look, you were.
No,
I don't do rumba.
I beg your pardon?
I don't do the rumba.
No, I don't think you do much, do you? What do you do for $1?
Well, I'm a preacher.
Really?
Yeah, now you're going to knock the preachers, are you?
No. Why would you say that? Aren't you a nasty sort of person? Why would you say now you're going to knock the preachers?
Well, most people do, don't they? They say that they're bludgers and lazy. They should go and get a job, and they got no idea what a preacher does. The preacher's got the hardest job in the land.
Okay.
I work the hardest jobs in the land.
Okay. Hang on. Whoa, hang on. You're a preacher of what? What religion?
I'm not into stinking religion. I follow Jesus.
I see. So no, so no particular religion.
No, I'm not into religion.
Well, don't you follow Jesus religiously?
Religion is man's way to heaven. It doesn't work. Jesus is the way.
Hang on. How do you know it doesn't work? You haven't been there yet.
Yes, I have. I was brought up a Roman Catholic. Stinking Roman Catholic.
Okay, but you haven't been to heaven. What did you say, a stinking Roman Catholic?
Yeah, that's what they are.
Oh dear, you're a bigoted fella.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah. Well, you're telling me what you believe to be the truth. I don't have
Oh,
to.
come on, John. You're bigger than that. You're bigger than that.
Yes, I am bigger than that. And because I'm bigger than
You are. So call a spade and not a great big shovel.
I'm calling a spade a spade. It's ridiculous for you to say that all preachers are evil. I mean, what a lot of nonsense. You're not getting.
I never said that. You're twisting the words. Now, I never said that. I said, what are you going to say? Oh, go and get a job because I'm a preacher. He said, what do you do for a living?
That's right.
Anyone would think that people who work 9 to 5 are God manifested in the flesh. I mean, it's not going to save your soul from hell. You can give your back to be whipped and all you go to the poor, and you can be the friend of everyone and end up in hell.
Yeah, well, I suppose you can.
There's only one way.
No argument from me.
I was curious what you would say and what your opinion, not the general public opinion, your opinion. Is what God said true, that homosexuality is an abomination, and he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and took them to ash, killed the most beautiful cities in the world, and he destroyed them, brought them to ash. Now, you say that's okay to behave in that manner and go in the same way?
No.
Well,
I didn't say it. I didn't say any such thing. Anyway, look, I think you're getting a bit overexcited. I worry about your blood pressure.
I can't help it. I'm a preacher.
Yeah, well, God help the people you preach to. Have you seen a movie called Night of the Hunter?
I don't go to the movies.
Oh, well, I can imagine that. God, you're an entertaining character. You should go and see a movie called Night of the Hunter with Robert Mitchum. He claims to be a preacher, and why is it a joke?
Well, Robert Mitchum.
Well, if Robert Mitchum if you can claim to be a preacher, Robert Mitchum sure as hell can.
No, he can't. He's not born again.
How do you know?
He said he's not.
Well, he's dead. He can't be born again yet.
Well, have a look at the wiki. Have a look at his files. Has he ever claimed? I've never heard him claim Jesus as his Lord.
No, well, neither have I, but...
People, they're celebrities, they're movie stars, they're footballers, and they're cricketers, and they die, and then they've gone to cricket heaven or politics heaven, and they live like a life in the...
Are you on any sort of medication?
Yes.
I see. What is that medication?
The gospel.
You're mad.
Me too.
You're mad.
That's what they said Jesus was. They said he's mad.
I never said Jesus was mad, and I never heard anybody say Jesus was mad.
Well, you don't read the Bible.
No, I don't. I used to.
They said he was mad. They said Jesus was mad. You know why? Because he didn't run with the flow. There's all those mongrels in their fancy buildings. They all concocted their little stories, and they got him, and they said, we've got to get rid of this Jesus. He's causing trouble. He's upsetting the status quo. Hang him up. Get rid of him.
You're about as dangerous as a radicalized Muslim.
No way. I'm not into violence.
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing somebody
In case you
told
don't
you
know,
that.
in case you don't know, John, you're talking to the only man only minister that's ever been set on fire in the street by a Muslim from Saudi Arabia, and that happened in Brisbane, and they hushed it all up. And the reality is, they try to say that the first ISIS attack that ever happened with Australia was down in Victoria. It wasn't. It was me in 2002. I was attacked in the street by a guy from Saudi Arabia. It set me on fire.
Okay, but you say it was all hushed up. There's no way in the world that something like that could be hushed up.
Well, I mean, it wasn't actually publicised with great effort. I've got the recordings of it
Are you wearing the scars?
on my head. That's why ministers say, "Where's your credentials?" I said, "They're on my head."
I see. Well, okay. Well, look,
Come on. Look, I've had two credentials. I was a reverend in America and a reverend in the Philippines, and until I got the message, there's only one reverend, and his name is Jesus.
okay, well, if you believe that, Paul, that's fine. I certainly am not going to argue with you. I have great respect for Jesus and what Jesus stood for, and I think it would be a whole lot better world if we all could live like Jesus, which I think probably is an impossibility, but I also think that you're stark raving mad.